Greetings, traveler of the night. You have once again crossed the gates of between shadow and darkness, the refuge where forgotten legends, secrets of the seas, and heroic deeds breathe life once more. Now, light your torch and prepare yourself. The road ahead is not made of stone. It is made of salty foam, the chants of navigators, and echoes of distant gods. Today, we will journey to the islands of Polynesia, and we shall learn the story of one who was not only a hero, but also a trickster, playful and daring. A demigod who deceived the sun, stole fire, and fished entire lands from the ocean. We will meet Maui, the cunning demigod, tamer of the sun and fisher of islands. But first, if this is your first journey with us, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, ring the notification bell, and share this video with those who dare to sail through the waves of myth. And comment, what should our next journey through the myths of this world be? It all began in ancient times, when sky and earth still struggled for space. It is said that Maui was born from the womb of a goddess, but was rejected, cast into the sea, wrapped in divine hair. The waves did not destroy him. On the contrary, they embraced him and returned him to life, showing that his destiny would not be ordinary. He was not only human, nor entirely divine. He was something in between, bearing in his chest the cunning of men, and in his blood the power of the gods. From an early age, Maui stood out, mischievous, cunning, always one step ahead, a restless heart, incapable of accepting limits. But what would be the first great deed of this hero? It is told that one day, Maui hid himself in the canoe of his fishermen brothers. When the nets were cast, he did not use an ordinary hook. From his belt, he drew a magical hook, carved from the bone of a sacred ancestor. With words of power, he cast it into the depths of the ocean. The waters trembled, the ropes stretched tight, and what surfaced was not merely a fish, but entire lands. Maui pulled islands, one after another, and thus, from the empty sea, whole archipelagos were born, where peoples would live for generations. He did not merely fish. He created the inhabited world, with the strength of his hands and the boldness of his mind. But men still suffered, for the sun, relentless, sped swiftly across the sky. Short days, hurried harvests, time slipping like sand. Maui would not accept this. He wove ropes, prepared snares, and climbed to the path of the star. There, he faced the sun itself. With courage and strength, he held it in his traps. He struck it with his magical hook until it yielded, and he forced it to walk more slowly across the firmament. Thus the days became longer. Time came to obey not the gods, but the cunning of a hero. Maui had tamed the very sun, but something was still missing. The sacred flame, the fire of the gods, remained inaccessible to men. Without it, the night was cold, cruel, and dark. Maui, once again, dared the impossible. Disguised, cunning, he deceived the divine guardians, and he stole the flames to deliver them to humanity. For the first time, men warmed themselves around bonfires. They could cook, forge, and transform. Not merely heat and light, but the power to master the night itself. A stolen gift, and eternal. But there was still one final limit to break. The greatest of all, death itself. Maui believed he could even overcome the end of life. Cunning as ever, he sought to deceive Hainuitipa, goddess of night and the beyond. But not all cleverness is enough before destiny. His trick failed, and Maui met his ultimate defeat. He did not conquer immortality, but his death did not erase his glory. On the contrary, it transformed him into legend. The stories of Maui crossed oceans. From island to island, from generation to generation, they were sung in songs, danced in rituals, and told by the fireside. Even today, Maui is remembered. In Polynesia, as an ancestral hero. In the modern world, as a character in books, films, animations, and even games. His feats inspire because they speak to the human heart. Cunning against the impossible. Laughter in the face of danger. The trick that becomes destiny. Maui was not only a trickster, nor only a hero. He was the creator of worlds, the tamer of time, the thief of the sacred flame, a being who united the courage of the gods with the ingenuity of mortals, a symbol of the eternal struggle between human limitation and the audacity to dream. And so, traveler of the night, we have reached the end of our journey across the waters of Polynesia. But do not be deceived. Maui is not trapped in ancient scrolls. He still lives in the waves that break upon the shores, in the heat of the flame that burns in the fire, and perhaps in the mischievous smile hidden in every trick of life. If this journey through the legend of Maui inspired you, leave your like and subscribe to the channel Between Shadow and Darkness. Ring the bell so you don't miss the next voyages through myth, and share this video with other travelers who dare to believe in the impossible. And comment, what should our next journey be through the forgotten corridors of this world? And now, if you have courage, light your torch, and walk with us through the darkness of eternity. I dare you, until the next night, if you are still here.